So how's it been received? How's it gone down? Are we all positive, or has there been anything?
It's been a lot. I would say it's been a lot. Some negative, amazing support, like in my DMs and on comments and that, like everyone just been so happy and congratulating me.
Yeah.
But then I think in life that what's really tough is that you always go to the negative, don't you?
Oh yeah, of course.
So someone will go, oh my God, you look amazing. And then one person goes, oh, I don't really like the colour of that jumper you're wearing. You go, oh my God, why don't they like it? But 20 people have just said how good you look.
Oh, you'll only ever pick out the one negative, won't you?
So it just makes me sad that people still have the opinions that they have.
Yeah.
And I think it's a lot, that difference of men and women and how women can't move on, but men can. And it's okay. And it's okay when other celebrity men who have lost their wives have moved on and got partners. They're like congratulated. Whereas me, it's, I don't know, people are just very mean.
What have they said? What have been like the nasty comments that people have said, or negative comments?
Oh, the comments are endless of what they've actually said on the OK shoot. Why am I doing an OK shoot? I'm not a celebrity.
Oh, okay. Well, clearly she is, because she's in OK magazine.
Yep. That is it, guys. I don't know if you know, but I am a bit of a big deal.
but then also that's like people being contradictory as well, because like, are they just saying that you can only be in the public eye if your husband's alive?
I don't know.
So is that the...
Well, Tom made me famous. Tom made me who I am.
But even if Tom did make you who you were, why is that a problem?
Yeah.
Why is it a problem that you kind of got your platform because of him? Like a lot of people do. Like there is a lot of women in this world who might have famous husbands, and they have worked really hard alongside their famous husband and created their own brand. You know, they've done it themselves. They've created their own thing. And I tell you what, I think if you weren't such a hard worker and you just lived off the back of Tom, you wouldn't be successful. Yeah. The hard work's got to be there, hasn't it?
Oh, exactly. The thing is, I am such a hard worker, and I have 2 kids, and I do everything for my kids. Mm-hmm. I've now got another one on the way. Mm-hmm. So every little helps. Like, there's not a fortune. I haven't been left a fortune. I wish there was, but there's not.
Yeah. Which is probably a misconception as well, because I think people think that, like, pop stars are all absolutely rolling in it, when actually, unless they write their own songs and produce their own songs and play their own songs.
And also, I think it's the size of the band that you're in.
Yeah, because it gets split.
It all gets split up.
All gets split.
You know, if there was a fortune, I would be elated. If there was, you know, millions and millions in the bank, I might not have to work and not have to do this, and I could be there full time for my kids, and people wouldn't have to see me on the front of OK magazine celebrating some new news.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Kels, if you were just living off Tom's fortune, you'd be people would hate on you anyway.
Either way, people would hate on me. I don't feel like I can do anything right, because if I was sat at home with my pajamas on, not moving, not doing anything, still going on about Tom, still saying how sad I am, people be like, it's 3 years, she needs to move on, she needs to do that. Now I am trying to move on, people are like, how dare she move on?
Yeah, well, it's every step, like every step you get negativity. Like when you took your rings off, you had a bit of negativity, didn't you? Like there's all these things. If you do an article about anything, there's negativity. Like you cannot in this world, when you're in the public eye, you can't do wrong for doing right. Like, surely, if people are good, genuine people, they will see your news and go, how lovely that she's managed to, like, carry on her life.
Yeah.
How lovely that she's not just kind of sat in a pit, which she probably did for a little bit.
Yeah.
You can't do that forever.
No.
If just because Tom's not living anymore doesn't mean you shouldn't.
No, exactly. And the thing is, loneliness is... Like, me going through that lonely stage was my worst stage I've ever been at. And I didn't say to people, I'm so lonely. I am so lonely. Like, I could have gone on my Instagram stories every night and been like, this is shit, guys. I'm lonely. Yeah. People probably would have liked that, though.
People like to see people's pain all the time as well. And it's like car crash, isn't it? But the thing is, you're allowed to still miss Tom. You're allowed to still have your down days and be sad about it all. But you're also allowed to have the nice things in life. Yeah. And, I mean, you can't, when somebody dies in your life, you can't then go, well, that's it, I'll never be happy ever again. Because what's the point?
No. And Georgia, I've got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Like,
you've got to carry on.
1, I've got to carry on, but 2, they are so happy that we are having a baby.
Yeah.
And we are bringing a new baby into our family. Like, are people taking the happiness away from my children who have actually lost so much already in their lives?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just, I just can't believe people would actually comment. But then I have amazing people that then go back and they're like, how dare you say that?
Yeah.
And also, someone put, I loved it. They were like, I'm sorry, but if you were getting offered an okay shoot and getting paid money, you're telling me you wouldn't do it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I love it. Exactly. Like, yeah, that is it.
But the thing is, right, so either way, you would have announced that you were pregnant, right?
Yep.
If you can do it and make a bit of money from it, why the hell not?
That, and also I've shared everything with OK. They were at my wedding. We've done both children with them. We did Tom's cancer announcement through OK.
Yeah,
like OK are my family.
Yeah,
so it's like, why would I not go to them and be like, I've got this news, I really want to share it with you and the world?
Because if you didn't, that would almost be like you're ashamed of that, which you're not.
No,
because if you were like, oh well, I'm not going to announce that part through OK Magazine. I've done the rest of my life, but now I'm moving on a little bit, and I'm having a baby. I shouldn't announce that. You shouldn't, like that, because that would really, to me, signal that you were trying to hide something.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
You're absolutely not.
I'm not.
Kelsey Parker is an open book.
I am loud and I'm proud.
You
and
are.
it is, and this is my life, and that's it. And if you don't like it, then just unfollow me.
Yeah, well, yeah. Did you block anyone that did negative?
Because I just think...
Oh, see, I always do.
Do you?
Like, yeah, I'm like, if you're going to be mean, I don't want you in my little online world, because I like to keep it all nice and happy. Yeah.
I'm a bit like, let them. You know, this whole let them theory, like, let them feel like that, let them be like that, let them comment. That's only them that has to live with their waking up and actually going on someone's page and being negative.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel a bit sorry for them, though, you know, because...
well, I just think now as well, like, you've literally got your picture.
Yeah.
You're not even making up, like, a fake account. It's you, Joanna from Blackpool. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can all see it's you.
We can all see it.
I just don't understand.
Me is sometimes it'll be like... a teacher, or like it'll be somebody that's like got a decent job, but it's someone that you can see what job they do.
Yes,
so you can see that they're a social worker that deals with, I don't know, families that are going through problems, and I'm like, hang on a second, but you're trolling me. How can you do this job? Or like a nurse, or like all these people. You're like,
trolling just gets me in general. I just don't understand.
No.
Like, how can you feel that strongly to go on? Like, there's nothing really
or have time
that I feel that passionate about that I think I must go and tell them.
No, but also it's mean.
Yeah.
It's just mean. But no, what I was saying before is I sometimes feel sorry for the trolls that ever comment on anything of mine, because the people that follow me that are lovely go in.
Yeah,
they're like, don't you dare. And I'm like, oh God, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
All right, listen, guys, let's all calm down now. We don't need to...
But it's also even the questions that people ask. I did the video yesterday, didn't I? The montage video of me telling everyone. And someone put on it, so how did you tell Tom's mum? I'm like, what? What's it got to do with you? Instagram is part of our lives that we want to share with you.
Yeah.
It is a snippet
into
our lives. That was a 1 minute 11.
1 minute 11.
Video, angel numbers.
Did you do it on purpose?
No, it just worked out that way.
Did it?
That is a snippet into me telling people my mum's not on the video.
No.
My auntie's not in the video because I told them differently.
Yeah.
My older brother's not on the video. You know, Will's sister's not on the video. Like, some people aren't in it. Noreen is actually in the video of the... Aurelia shows her the scam picture and she's like, oh my God. But what's it got to do with anyone? How I told Tom's mum?
Yeah, it really doesn't. It's just nosiness and...
But I love it. I love that you'd even put that on there.
That you feel like that's a question that's okay to ask.
Yeah. Why don't you ring Noreen and ask her?
Give Noreen a little message.
So how did Kelsey actually tell you? Was it respectful?
I mean, I can imagine it only was. But what I was going to say was, as much as you've got like, you know, people that might say negative comments. I think that video that you put up is testament to you and how people and what people know you for, because everybody in that video was absolutely buzzing.
Yeah.
Weren't they? They were all so happy. Like the responses were all of
like
pure joy and shock but excitement,
yeah.
right? Wasn't it?
But again, Joanna from Blackpool, she's not going to come and look after the baby, so why is she bothered?
Why is she bothered?
Are you going through the sleepless nights? Are you going to go through the sleep regression? I mean, Gemma turned up this morning, who's my makeup artist and best friend, because I've had my makeup done today.
And I have not. She could have warned me.
I just have to do it after.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, Charlie's going through the sleep regression, and you know, she was talking. I was like,
Yeah.
I've forgotten all this. I've forgotten.
I reckon our podcast's got to start being a lot sleepier once Kelsey's had the baby. You're like, I'm tired today, George.
I'll be like, can we get another? We get another presenter?
Yeah, I won't be the negative one anymore.
No, it'll be me. Like, I'm so tired. What is life, Georgia?
She has said to me she's not going on maternity leave and she's got to carry on doing the pod. But,
I am for Dom.
Yeah. For our producer. We feel like this baby might fall very perfectly in our summer break. So
it's got to.
Come on, baby.
You've got to.
So how have you felt though, like mentally? Because obviously it's a lot to deal with. You know, it's heavy. It can be heavy, can't it, when people are negative, especially when you know you are pregnant.
You're hormonal and you're pregnant.
Hormonal.
Do you know what? I actually am relieved that it's out there.
Yeah.
I feel like a bit like... But I think people think that I love attention. But I like attention, but in a different way. So for me now, obviously, everyone's coming up to me like, oh, congratulations. And I can't deal with that attention. And thank you. Because I'm like word vomit. I don't know what to say to people. Oh, how far on are you? And... yeah, it's just then you're back into that phase. So I'm excited that I have not got to keep it a secret, but then I'm having all these other conversations now.
But did it like affect you negatively mentally at all with the negative comments, or do you feel like you can just brush them off?
I just think it's upsetting.
Yeah,
it's really upsetting that I've been through so much and still it's not enough for people to say. Well, it is, because there was obviously the positive outweighs the negative. There was so many people. But I mean, the Daily Mail, I didn't even read.
Oh, I know. I haven't seen any negativity, Kels, but I didn't read.
My mum's never been on the Daily Mail before and read the comments, and she read them. I went, well, why did you do that?
Why did she do that?
She was with her friend. I went, oh, well, I bet that went down well.
Oh, no,
no. And obviously then it's upsetting. Then my mum's looking at that people are saying. Your mum's
going to get upset, yeah.
I'm someone's daughter.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? I was like that with my mum when Danny went in the jungle. And like there was a Daily Mail article just about a podcast I'd done where we'd been funny on it, and backfired on me because apparently jokes don't
sit well.
Jokes don't sit well as a text, written down text. Jokes don't really go down very well. And
that's why you always have to voice note people your jokes, Georgia.
Yeah, I do.
It is funny though, isn't it? Because even with text, I know you're not talking about that sort of text, but you know how like you'll read a text to how I read a text?
Yeah, like you can be like, are you in a mood with me? No.
No.
Well, it sounds like you are from the way you've written that sentence. And no, I know, it's so mad, isn't it? Like, and you can have one headline and people don't look any further into it. So they see a headline and they'll be like, oh, did you hear this? And it's like, no, that wasn't the story. That was just to get your attention. But people don't realise that. And there lies
the article.
There lies the problem. Yeah, read the article. But yeah, I had to prepare my mum because she's sensitive. So I was like, Mum, look, just remember, like, I'm okay. And these words won't hurt me. They might just make me cry a little bit, but I'll get over it, okay?
I'll get over it. Yeah, I mean, the Daily Mail is literally like toxic.
Sorry, I swore then, and then I stopped myself swearing.
Yeah, just swear. Tell me, Georgia, swear. Say a bad word.
It's fucking brutal.
It is.
That's what I was going to say.
It is brutal. That is like Hunger Games. Hunger Games is the Daily Mail.
I've never watched it.
Oh, it's like if you want to... Well, I guess it's more like... But that's what you feel like when you read your comments. And you're like... Whoa.
Just don't read the comments.
No.
Don't read it.
Will says, blocking out the haters. He's not looked at anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, how Will? Because obviously Will's got no social media. So then that all goes out and you know, you will have your positive and negative comments. How did Will deal with it? Because that's a real new world to him, isn't it?
It's Will's world. That's it.
And he just lives in it.
He just lives in it, and we just sometimes I pop in there. I'm like, "Are you right? How's Will's world?" Like literally nothing.
So he didn't go on.
Even when I brought the newspaper home,
yeah,
he was like, I just can't even look at myself. He doesn't want to look at himself in pictures. We had to do video content.
Yeah.
He hated it. I'm like, but you look okay in it. He's like,
what do you mean okay?
Well, no, because you can tell that he's really nervous when he's doing it. So I'm like, you can see you're nervous, but
he did well.
Yeah.
Like when you were doing.
Did you watch the one where we had to finish the?
Yes,
yeah,
that was the one. And
I'm like,
he was good.
I thought you were really good.
He was.
But yeah, he just hates it and doesn't look at anything. So I guess be more Will, because he literally hasn't seen any hate, anyone being mean.
Ignorance is bliss, though, isn't it? I think a lot of the time.
He's just out there with trees and cutting them down.
Great. You just got to chop your trees.
He's
just at one with nature.
He is, and that is it, and that's why I love him. And he was, even after we did the OK shoot, he was like, that was really hard work. I'm like, yes, it is hard work.
People don't realise doing the shoot's hard work.
Even doing the podcast is like, this is really hard work, guys. But it is, because you're having to think of things to say.
Yeah. Well, you're on constantly when you're doing a shoot.
Yeah.
You don't switch off. I've been Georgia Jones.
And I've been Kelsey Parker.
And we'll be back with another episode, same time, same place, next week.